Hello, welcome back to a new reaction episode. And for today, we have my extraordinary episode 7 Wishing Tree. And already we saw some spoilers on the internet. I mean, if you're going to Twitter, then it's always a risk in getting spoilers or not. And this time we did get some spoilers. So we already know
I'm
the
filming,
main
Ma.
spoiler.
Yeah, we don't know if we're ready for this episode yet.
No. But what will happen further, we don't know. We only know the main spoiler, and that's it, actually.
Not looking forward to it, but this drama is too good to stop. So
Yes, it's really good. And now I'm just curious. I mean, like when I saw the spoiler, it was like, oh shoot, no, why? Because I didn't want to spoil. I didn't want to have the spoiler. But it also made me think about the last episode, and it already explained a lot of things how last episodes went.
yeah,
So
hopefully we'll get a little bit cleared up. Trying
yeah,
to figure out exactly what's going on. So we'll have to see.
yeah. I feel like we should just start and see what happens. Why do I have a subs? I don't even know what they are saying. I've German on right now. Okay, English. So
Miss ka namin sa school. Miss ko. Siyempre. Alam mo, miss na miss ko na yung klase ni Prof. Makaspak. Balik ko sa school. Sulat.
But like knowing the main spoiler, the big spoiler for this also explains a lot. Just everything last episode were like, that's so weird. Why? Why now it explains knowing what happens. But I'm just curious how and what and are you already okay?
Just listening to him,
Yeah,
it's stressful.
I know.
The montages make it twice as sad.
Yeah.
Like I guess the one thing that I'm trying to wrap my head around is how Shake was the more timid one, the one that wanted to hide how he was feeling, but yet at the end he was the one that opened up
Yeah, I'm also
to the
curious
rest of
about
the
that.
world first.
Yeah.
Hindi nga. Seryoso ako. Kahit kailan. Kahit saan. Kahit saan.
Wow, Kim was so confident and out there, and
Gaano kalayo.
he's the one that freaked out when people started finding out.
Gagawa tayo ng sarili nating mundo.
Yeah.
Mundong nagiging.
Dude, this is exactly why we can't trust sweet stories.
Now, examples of not trusting any sweet moments in series. I mean, it turned out worse than I expected it though.
Mm.
I mean, looking at the clothes, we could already have known these are the clothes they were in the car. It would be weird that they haven't changed for 6 weeks. I think she will be feeling guilty for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
I feel Sandy too, but a bit less maybe because she can see and talk to both Shake and Ken. This is a way you can really say that she's really feeling guilty after what happens.
I just can't believe that she's still upset over all of that.
Yeah. And she's giving
Like,
Shake the fault of it.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just said that she is giving Shake the fault of it. It's said that's just because she can't accept the love between them that this happens.
You'd think a loss like that would snap her into snap her into something.
Yeah. But also really thinking at this moment what we see here is the fact that Ken to the last words he spoke really is about Shake.
Basta,
Just fact of that, like wow.
oo na.
I'm just curious, knowing that Sandy can see ghosts. Did she already see them? Looking at how she looks.
Tapos ako, iniwan mo sa Manila nag-iisa, habang ikaw nagmumukmo kasi hindi mo pa rin matanggap na
I mean, the worst part is she probably is mad at those two, but she's probably more mad at herself.
Yeah. Also, the
Why
fact
did they
that
have to
Lawrence
spend it
has
there?
always supported. Yeah. Are we already at the end?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I really thought we were just like 5 minutes in or something. Wow. We went faster through the episode than I thought. I literally thought we were just 5 minutes in though. I was like, oh, we're gonna get a lot more, but I didn't already expect it to be at the end.
I know I didn't.
This, wow.
Like I know how bad like a loss like that might be, especially to a parent.
Yeah.
And like I said before, she's probably more mad at herself than.
I think that's the thing indeed.
But like, I also see it from a bystander standpoint too, and the drinking is concerning.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure what they're gonna do with the last episode and how they're gonna, tie it all together. But finding
I
out that
think
they
we'll
both,
get some more.
and like you said, with Sandy being able to see and talk to those two, she's working through her grief a little faster, because I know those two probably would never blame her for what happened.
No, I think they will not be happy with what she did, but I don't think they will indeed blame her. I think they will, also with talking and stuff. I don't know, I understand what you mean. I don't really think they will blame her.
But it's like, and it's funny because if you think of the whole storyline, from the beginning until now, like the story and the plot and the way it followed along was really believable. And
Yeah.
like up until this point, like we really got to see, it wasn't like super happy, which in most dramas that's what happens, and it, you kind of think it's a little unbelievable, how quickly they
Yes.
become so happy. And the fact that they put in something that was so significant as the literal death of both main characters is so sad.
And yet I'm not mad about it. I mean, like, it's kinda totally fits the whole story.
And it's great
about
to me
it,
that
yeah.
they still have them together.
Yeah, that's amazing. Even after that they still love each other and will be with each other and help each other. It's amazing.
But it's like watching all of like the brother and the mother and Sandy and everybody go through, the loss of the two of them, that's the sad part. So it's like on one hand you've got the happy, on the other hand you've got the sad, and they're kind of trying to balance each other out, and it kind of confuses your emotions on the whole thing, and it actually makes you think, because your brain has to go down either one storyline to feel one emotion and then empathize with, another group of the characters to feel another emotion. And that's to me, that's just the sign of good writing.
It is. It really is. Like we talked about last episodes, the facts in how they ended. It could go all ways. It could be like they both were alive, only Shake were dead, and like this episode we find out they were both dead, which isn't really that. That was really shocking to see. We already saw it on Twitter and stuff. I mean, like that's the risk on going on Twitter before watching an episode.
But it's weird that even watching it, like, I didn't
yeah.
cry, and it's just talking about it now is what makes you kind of tear up. So everything kind of lingers, too. It's not it's not just something that just goes away after, you shut off the episode. Like, your brain is still kind of stuck on it.
Because I feel like it's because what we have talked about, we are talking about every reaction we are doing to these kind of shows. It's so real, so raw, and it just makes you think more about, like, life.
Mm-hmm. Like, this type of show, if you can get certain people that watch it that aren't exactly, on board with a relationship, with a same-sex relationship, or something a little out of the ordinary, watching the loss and how it affects people if something doesn't go right. It's a possibility to maybe, like, even if 100 people watch it and 99 aren't moved by it, even if you get that one person to possibly open their mind a little more, I think that would make it worth it for all the people that put the show together.
Yeah, and in the end, I mean, with the whole situation, I mean, Sandy told the mom was angry while calling Ken. Ken was driving fast without glasses while calling. I mean, in the end, who are you going to blame? There are so many people who you can blame, but is it really? I feel like it's something what is just mixed up together so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just burst into thousands of pieces and it went wrong. I feel like you don't really have someone to blame in this, and you see that even though they are dead and they are 6 weeks further, like you see that everybody is grieving on it. As well as a mom, as Sandy still, as well as Shake and Ken, about the facts what happened. Because they see the people around them who are still living, who are now living with the knowledge that the loved ones are gone. Well, for them, they are still there and want to make them known.
Yeah, and there's two people in this situation who, and rightfully so, hold a little bit of responsibility for, setting off that series of unfortunate events that led to losing these two, and adding guilt on top of grief. That's heavy.
The fact that they really do these kind of stuff in the series. I mean, knowing already in how the series was going, I feel like somehow we could already have known.
I think we could have known, but we weren't prepared.
Yeah. I mean, it was more shocking that I really thought in the beginning that it will be after last episode. But, like, honestly, I feel like it's amazing to make a show like this out here. It's something what we don't see a lot, and it has a huge impact.
Like I said before, there's only one show or one series that I've watched that has tackled this kind of situation in around the same way as they have, and that was, the one part of the history series. And there's just, they make it so that there's a lot to unpack, and it's not something that you can automatically find as soon as you shut the episode off. Like you're I'll probably be thinking about this for a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like about the whole series, after seeing, I think, I thought we only have one episode left, and I think after seeing that, we might get some new answers we don't have right now. But I think this is one of the series which I will indeed think about a lot.
Like I think the one thing that I want to happen is I want the mom to come to terms with exactly what happened
Yeah.
and why she hates, the fact that they had feelings for each other so much.
Yeah. I mean, looking at how, I think I've talked about this earlier, that the mom is really thinking about other people's thoughts. Like, with neighbors and stuff. We've
Yeah,
seen before
she's
with
worried
the
about what
lights
the
and
people
stuff.
around her are going to think instead of worrying
Yeah.
about her child. And because of that,
And
she lost him.
I think that's the reason why she is so angry about it and that she wasn't accepting it. Yeah. This was really. I mean, like, we still have episodes to go. But, like, already from what we have seen till now, it's just. Wow. And I think. I don't know, I think we have talked about it somewhere in the last months that we have been filming together. But I love the cutesy stuff, and I love that, it makes me happy, of course. But I think when you are making a series like this, it doesn't always have to be a cutesy one to make it a good series.
Right.
I think that a lot of people hate these kind of endings, but I also can see why they do it. Because this is something maybe a bit more than reality.
Yeah.
But it comes really close to reality for a lot of people, and these are and even though the cutesy ones are really fun to watch, these are the series what really makes you think about everything, about the society, the people.
It's the harsh reality that in real life this stuff happens.
Yeah.
And
it really is.
And showing stuff like this on a series, it lets people going through situations like this know they're not alone. That there's other people out there, that can feel what they're feeling and, truly connect with other people. Because if you show all, the fluffy rainbow clouds and, the good times and the great moments, people that realize that they're different will go into that thinking that that's all it is. And they will be woefully unprepared for the exact reality that you have to go through when you're like that.
Yeah.
Sorry. And it figures that we're
just
we're reacting to two series that are pretty heavy into the into the raw things that happen, especially family wise.
Yes.
And this, I hope that, yes, we're international fans, okay? We see a lot more of the good parts of situations like this. I hope that by them branching out to more, more international fans and fans that come from countries that aren't exactly as accepting of relationships like this, I hope it gives those people a little more strength to stay strong and to fight for, what, basically to not feel ashamed of who they are.
I mean, we already can see there are some things changing. I'm not going to say it will be perfect in the near future, I mean, I live in a country where we got gay marriage as first country in the world. You know, the Netherlands is the first country to accept gay marriage in 2001. But still, today there are still a lot of people who don't accept it, even though a huge part accepts it, and there's still this part who don't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say though, with every social media stuff going on right now, I feel like it's getting more accepted under the Gen Z.
Yeah, it's
Gen
the
Z.
younger generations are.
Yeah, the younger generations are indeed more accepting because they get heavily influenced from the social media stuff.
Well,
And I feel like
it's the one time that, like the generation underneath us, it's nice that they'll be able to take the rebellious nature that we started and we sort of pushed for and actually make changes.
yeah, I mean we can already see that some countries are like making a lot of series right now, which we could never see 5 years ago or something.
Oh yeah, it was.
I mean that.
Yeah, like you said, even 5 years ago, like you wouldn't see this.
Yes. There are only a few series out. I when I started watching BLs and those kind of stuff, those kind of series, there wasn't a lot of out there, especially when it comes to more Asian countries. There weren't as much. There were just a few. I think we only got like 2 to 3 series a year,
Yeah.
maybe. And like since last year / this year, that has changed so much. Like we're getting like almost 2 3 series every month.
Like
So
as
it's getting more
as
and
reactors,
more.
we're finding it hard to keep up.
Yeah, it really is hard to keep up. But also in the same, but also that's also. I feel like for us reactors, and don't think I'm only speaking for us, but also for other reactors, is that even though there are so much series out there and we really want to do it, we can't because it's so much. But I feel like we all are still supporting those series, knowing that this might, us reacting might help other people in thinking that they will be fine and that they can be okay and that there will be people loving them,
Mm-hmm. It's like if you're watching this reaction and you're feeling like nobody understands you or you feel alone, watching this reaction and you hear what we're saying, you know that there's at least 2 people.
Yes.
That anybody can basically find us to talk to us, and
yeah,
we're not going to judge you.
No, we don't.
So you're like, we just want to let people know that they're not alone. And I think that's one of the reasons that both of us got into this.
Yeah. Yeah, those series really make you think a lot about life and stuff, and yeah.
And it makes me feel really glad that I do have the family and the friends that I do. Like I'm very lucky to have you as a best friend. I'm very lucky, to have the family that I do. And I hope everybody that watches us values the people that are actually in their inner circle and make sure that they tell them that they value them, because it's important.
It's always important to tell the ones you love that you love them.
Because as of, you see this series right here, you never know when you might lose them.
Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of dark and grim, so sorry about that.
Yeah, but it's like really true. I mean, like you never know when you lose the ones you love, and try to just love the people who you can love. And if they do not accept you or other stuff, find the people who do. Find a new family, I mean, in the end, if you can be happy, that's the most important thing.
Exactly. And hopefully we can.
And we are always
Hopefully
open to
we can
talk.
give you like a half hour, to an hour of, laughing.
Yeah. Maybe not with these kind of episodes, but like some series we are reacting to, like Tarantine.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, we just know that we will always be here if you need to talk about these kind of stuff.
Definitely.
And I feel like everyone who is subscribed to our channel or to other channels, like those are the people who can understand you and who can talk to you, because I feel like everyone will be supporters to the LGBT community as well as a part of the LGBT. So you always have people around you if you don't have the accepting parts. It's where you live around you.
Exactly.
Wow. I think we should just call it over now. I mean, like, we
Okay.
have a lot to think about. Yeah. I guess thank you for watching. I hope you like this. It's a really long after talk. If you're still here at this point, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's it.
Okay.
Bye.